How's it going, guys? This is A-Train doing the third take of the OlynGaming CoD Cast. And we've got a big group for you today for the very much expected CoD Cast. So who do we've got here today?
Nick, Roast House on PSN.
Crazy Wombat.
Peeled Mango here. Add me up on Steam.
And DJ Hero from Turtle Code Productions. Add us on Facebook, Turtle Code.
Yeah, he'll be dropping some mad beats while we're doing CoDcast, so just watch out for those.
We sure hope so. So anyways, today we've got a good group. We've got some PS3 players, PC players, so we got a
PC.
360.
Wow.
Get out of
Sadly, we have one 360.
So we're gonna have lots of points of views on Black Ops and how it's been so far. So the first point of discussion, which I'm fresh off of playing, is the Black Ops campaign, and I gotta say I really like it. I think it's the best Call of Duty campaign by far.
Have you played CoD 2? That was nice.
You really think CoD 2 was good?
Yeah.
Everyone hated that. Well, no, some people like that game. I won't say everyone hated it, but
I don't know. CoD 2.
I had fun with that campaign.
It's not on PS3, so.
Wow.
But yeah, I've played the campaign, and so far it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's a lot less generic than some of the other Call of Duty campaigns I've played, like, fight through trenches, kill Nazis, / like, Nazi Italians, / it's a lot more, like, gray, as opposed to, like, really black and white, kind of, like, warfare.
Sick metaphor. No, but honestly, the biggest thing for me was that you could really relate to the character and the story because, at least in CoD 4, 5, and 6, well, I can't remember 4, but the campaign was just you switch between 2 missions, you switch every single mission, and then you kind of, like, the story isn't smooth and you can't follow the actual story. You just play the game. You just play the campaign. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like
I didn't really like that. I didn't like switching perspectives.
It's like a hassle to play it, kind of. But in this one,
I was doing something cool, and then I'm doing some crusty mission where I like charge it.
I don't know. I felt CoD 4 really had the best like impact and characters and story.
Yeah, CoD 4 campaign was pretty fun. I found, but I think it had more like epic missions. But I think like where CoD Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2 really fell was like the story had such huge plot holes. It was hard to like, even though you're blowing up shit, it was hard to ignore. That like there.
I haven't played Black Ops campaign yet, but from what I've heard, it's actually pretty good.
At least like the plot holes are small enough that over the explosions you can kind of ignore them.
'Cause yeah, that's the big thing. You start out at the main menu, the guy's in the chair. Then when you start the campaign, you realize why he's in the chair, and it's
that's badass. Like I was expecting it to like start loading something. But then he just like turned from like the TV screen up to the guy who's talking. I was like, that's nice.
I just want to say there might be some spoilers, so just like watch out for that.
Maybe we'll try to keep those up.
We'll try to keep those on the low, like the low frequency of the beat spectrum.
Exactly. So, as I was saying, it's just it's cool that it's a kind of a backtracking, but it's a like linear backtracking. So you actually get the story, you feel what the character feels. You know what I mean? Like you understand the story. That's the big thing for me.
Well, just one quick question from someone who hasn't played the campaign. Is it like one character, or is it like switching between? Like
it's mostly one character, but there's like 1 or 2 missions where like you play as a CIA agent for one mission. You play as like one of the main characters, like Russian friends, for another mission.
But the other characters you play as, you play with them as the main character, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like
with the CIA one, you actually play as the CIA agent guy, but you're kind of playing it through the memory the other guy has.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like pretty intense stuff.
I don't know. I heard there was some Fight Club shit going on with like characters, like with like weird characters and stuff.
Don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I still have to
I don't think anyone here has actually finished it yet, so...
Yeah, I haven't.
There's been too much multiplayer going on.
Exactly.
So let's get to what everyone is actually interested in, which is the multiplayer. Let's be honest about Call of Duty.
No more delays. So, the first thing I wanted to bring up is the sound patch that Treyarch apparently has announced on their forum on their website. So what this is going to patch is basically Ninja Pro. Well, Ninja silences your footsteps, and then Ninja Pro, it lets you hear the other people's footsteps, but as of now, you can't hear them at all.
I was at someone's house playing Black Ops, and I found that you can't, with all this shit going on in the game, you can't hear people's footsteps, like, and not like Modern Warfare 2 at all.
Yeah, but it's not even that. It's just that their footsteps are kind of silent. But then with the patch, I don't know what they'll actually patch. If it's just hearing the other people's footsteps louder, or just the environment noise kind of being decreased. Like, I'm not sure what they're gonna do, but I think it's a step in the right direction. But then I might be biased because I have a headset, so that's why I pwn to noobs.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, enough of me boosting about myself. So the next thing, we were doing the first take, and we got some misinformation about wager matches, and we've been doing some more research and playing the game a bit more, and what we found is that they're actually, well, I've played a couple of wager matches, and they're actually really fun.
Yeah, when there's something like legit, like tangible on the line, you feel like so much more attached to what's going on in the game. Like in other modes of COD, I find that I generally kind of zone out and just play and not really care about what's happening that much. But with wager matches, when you know that you're like there's something riding on what's going on, I find I get a lot more like emotionally involved, yelling at my television and.
It's also a good break. It's also a good break from getting raging in other modes.
One in the chamber, I find a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's really epic.
Because you got the risk factor and the whole like dangerous element of that, but also I think just the uniqueness of the games itself. I think that's a big thing for me. Like,
well, actually,
chamber, like you said, yeah.
From coming from a PC guy, One in the Chamber is from Counter-Strike actually.
I heard Gun Game was from it too.
Yeah, Gun Game was fun on Counter-Strike. That was like one of my favorite modes.
Yeah. See, I don't know that, but that's why you got the PC crew in here.
I know.
And DJ Hurl too. So as I've been playing the game more, obviously I've gotten to play the maps a bit more, and the first time, like after the first day I played it, I only played a couple of maps, and two of them really, were a thorn in my spine.
Really?
If you want to say that, and like Launch and Cracked, I think those were the specific ones I mentioned. Now, like I play the other maps and I see I see the games, the style of gameplay you have to play on Black Ops, because it is a different game. It's less of a reflex shooter. It's more of a tactical move around the map kind of shooter, because it's not
find good spots to, dare I say it, camp.
Yeah. Well, not spots to camp necessarily, but like ways to move around the map to get to the objective.
Yeah.
In TDM, camp, but in other game modes, you have a
the best route to get to the flag, and the best way to get to the bomb site and stuff like that.
Let me ask you guys this: what's your favorite map so far? What's your experience of Black Ops?
Me, my favorite one's Firing Range. I don't know if you guys played it. I don't know if Nick played it.
Yeah, I've played it. It's pretty fun. It gets